All right, guys, we are back, and you can see that JXB has done it once again. I am an absolute sucker for JXB products. They make some high quality, fucking phenomenal products, and I can get on board with that. I love it. This is great. This is their new transmission mount that they developed. They have a really great video on it on YouTube, which I will put in my bio link, that kind of goes over everything and them trying and testing each softness, because this is available with 3 different spec bushings. So here, your blue bushings are going to be your street bushings, your everyday kind of. These are a little bit stiffer than factory, obviously, right? And then you're going to have your performance ones. It's kind of the mid-grade one. And then in here, we have the track, the most solid you can get. We're just going to go ahead and go big boy, because why not? We're going to solidify a lot of things. This is going to help the transmission stay in place. Currently, we do have the FinFab one in. It's kind of, again, a Band-Aid, but Brett was the first to market with something like this, and it helped us when we needed it. But now we need something a little bit more serious. So JXB has developed this, and there is very little to no movement with this. There is still some, right? Obviously, because it's a bushing, it's not completely solid, but this is a very, very thick and dense durometer. I'm not sure the actual exact duro, but these are available on HoustonSpeedFreaks.com. So we're going to show you how to install this. I'm pretty excited to actually put this in. You know, so I'm pretty sure most people are going to end up going with either one of these two. We're just going to jump straight into the big boy one, see how it goes. Now, to assemble this, you can see here that you have these 2 or 4 screw heads, and it comes apart. And the cool thing is, like, if you order all these, you can mix and match, and so you could put a blue and a black one in there, do whatever. I don't know the benefits of mixing them, but you can, you know, if you so wanted to. So we're just gonna jump into it. We're gonna jack the Explorer up on one side, jack stand, and then we'll get underneath it and show what you need to do. All right, guys, we are underneath my car. We have jack stand. I have a jack, and I have a secondary jack, which is actually here because we're going to support the transmission. Now, if you only have one jack, you're gonna have to make it work, but I have this for video purposes, and so my fat ass can fit under here while Tugboat's over there suffering behind the camera. So what I want to try to do this time is we have to get these 2 bolts off. You'll see I have the thermal exhaust, and since it's 3-inch, it covers these 2 bolts basically. So I went ahead and removed my mid pipe, 2/15. If you have the factory exhaust or a 2.5, it might not be in your way, and you should be able to get it, but this is what's easier for me. So I went ahead and popped it off real fast. You're gonna have 18 and 18 and 2 18s over there, and then you're gonna have all these, I want to say they're 18s as well, right there. Maybe a series of 15s mixed in, 15, 15. That one's definitely an 18. So I'm gonna try just doing these 3, this one, and then these 2 bolts, and we're gonna try to just bring this whole thing out without having to get off these 2 pass-through, and then just change this whole thing outside of the car. Again, we're not jacking the transmission up, we're just simply supporting it. And I have the wood there. The wood is basically going to disperse the weight from where the jack is across the whole pan, because the pan is plastic. And you don't want to obviously crack your pan or anything of that nature, so might be a little long for what I need it for. But hey, it'll do its job. Right there. All right. So now that we have it supported, goddamn Milwaukee batteries. Let's try. I'm gonna need, I think, a little bit of an extension to get past that point. Let me go ahead and undo these on the outside. There you go. You can see it drop just a little bit. All right, guys, so I got an extension, and you see it's one of those ones that kind of gives you a little bit of swivel, right? So I'm gonna stick it on there. We got our impact. Got that nut off. And like I said, we're just going to attempt to push that shield up. Should just slide this whole thing out, just like so. All right, you can come out for a minute. All right, guys, so you can see that we have the whole thing out here. I want to show y'all right here. It actually has squished. Come and zoom in on this. You can see where my jig or my thin fab one is squished. Again, it's a softer durometer. It's been on the car for about 9 months, and I'm not easy on my car, so keep that in mind. But it's just some cheaper printed poly, so things are going to happen. We're going to back out these 218s. And flip them out. And there, we got the whole mount out. You can see a lot of it has kind of squished, contracted, heat cycles, things of that nature. There's still a lot of movement in this, which you really don't want. So I'm excited to get rid of this. I mean, you could see the difference here between OEM and JXBs. Seriously stout mount, guys. All right, so remember orientation when you take it out. We're just going to simply slide it back in. We're going to slide the bolts through. Now, the thing I like about this is this takes up every bit of room in here. And then you see these little rubber mounts right here that are on the side. Look at it. Come here. You can see if it were to flex, for whatever reason, they thought of everything. So when it flexes, if it does, right, it's loose right now, guys, but it wouldn't be metal on metal. The rubber would stop it from doing whatever it's going to do. We're going to give it a couple ugga duggas. All right, guys, we are back underneath the car, and we are going to attempt to slide this on there in one go, kind of like how we took it off. Right now, I can't really see where that lines up at, but it looks like it's right there. All right, guys, y'all can see I jacked it up now. And again, we're just gonna start these by hand over here. Go put that, go give it to Mama. All right, so got this all started by hand. All right, on the bolt. I'm on it. Yeah. Torch pegs. My ears ringing. Yeah. All right, guys. All that's on there. Let's go ahead and get our thermal pipe back on here. Twist it the wrong way. All right. Bam. We can go ahead and take this jack out of the way because we don't need the transmission jacked up no more. We're just going to push that out of the way, get our 15 here. right, all tight. Let's get up from underneath here, guys. All right, guys, we're backing out of the driveway. I don't really feel too much more from the factory one that was in there with the FinFab insert, so we're gonna see. We're pretty much immediately gonna be able to fill it once we start moving and there's load on the transmission. I don't feel, I kind of used to get like this little clunk in between 1 and 2, and I always felt like something was kind of squishy or not there. I didn't get it there, but let's try it again. Let's come to a complete stop. You know, mind you, you might need to let the transmission warm up a little bit. It's only if I drive in sport mode and like grandma's feeling there, much better. It was definitely the trans moving from that mount. I don't really have too much NVH. I feel like I initially had more when I was on the FinFab one when it was first put in. We're gonna see. We're gonna give it some gas here once we step out of the. Oh man, my allergies are kicking my ass, guys. So I need a haircut. I look homeless. Same with the guy behind here. He's got a whole mullet. All right. I don't feel any added NVH from that. Surprisingly, that's kind of like, I mean, maybe a little bit, and maybe I've gotten used to it, but I really don't feel like it's that much stiffer than what I had in there. I think JXB's done it once again. Again, phenomenal product. You can see super easy install. I'm not gonna punch on this road, guys. I really don't like this road because it's kind of bumpy and all over the place. There's deer, there's a lot of turn in, so wait until we hit the main road. We'll be back with you.
Does that say 10 miles per gallon?
Yeah.
What's up with that?
I'm on straight E85, so MPGs ain't too great. And honestly, this is becoming a track car. Like I kind of just go to the track and back with it. I do runs, I test parts out. Like it's not my everyday. You know, obviously it has Hoosiers on it, so I'm not street driving it every day, guys. You know, maybe I'll go and run like once or twice or do little things here and there. I'm also not gonna punch it on this road because it's kind of curvy, a lot of turnouts and stuff. So we'll wait until we hit the main road over here in Mexico and give y'all some good content. All right, guys, we're just gonna do a little 30 roll here, try it out. The car honestly feels extremely planted with that. Like I don't feel like the trans is lurching or anything. Not that it was before, but like you could notice like the trans moving in between shifts. It has nothing to do with the tune. Like it was just, you could feel the general trans fucking moving. And like I keep saying JXB, the FinFab one initially got rid of that for me, but it started to kind of creep back and you could see where his was failing. Again, it's a great thing. Those are cheap. The JXB one is a little bit pricier, coming in around $300 mark for this thing, but you can see billet aluminum, several different options to choose from. I'll get the actual pricing when we get back to the house. They did send me over all the pricing for that. But this is phenomenal. Like, I really thought putting in the track one, the stiff one, was going to add a ton of NVH. And it might for others, right? Like, every car is different. You know, there might be things on my car that's not transmitting the NVH as much as it will on others, such as my softer tires and stuff. So, you know, there could be worse in others. You know, my last one, when I tried the FinFab one, I was on 20s in a hard tire, like a street tire, a Ditto 420V. So this is, honestly, we're on drag tires, so it softens a lot of the drivetrain stuff up in general, going over to a softer tire like this. But I mean, guys, it feels great. I don't notice any shudders or anything. It feels like the car just shits and gets. I don't feel like the transmission tries to do anything funky. I don't feel the transmission moving around at all. I highly recommend this one. This is awesome. This is a lot better than the initial first one I put in there. And again, this is taking nothing from Brett from FinFab. Love his products. He beats a lot of people to the market with a known issue, and he has a fix for it. Most of the time, it's a nice, simple fix that is pretty affordable. You know, until another company comes around and just does something. That's just the aftermarket game, guys. There's always going to be something better coming around the horizon. We have a lot of things that we're cooking up over here at HSF that we're going to be excited to share with you in the next coming months. All right, guys. As you can see, that was the install. Again, I will link JXB's video where they actually did all the testing and did like a movement analysis of how it was moving. But I am seriously impressed with how good that thing performs, and that I have no added NVH. Again, I'm curious to see if it's gonna be different for others, but like I felt more NVH when I put the initial FinFab one and the OEM one than I did this. Seriously impressed. The shifts felt so much like just cleaner. Like you can't, again, it's not the tune, it's the 100% that fucking mount. Like the best way to describe it is you could feel it jerk back, especially the 1 to 2 and like the 2 to 3 and like off the line hard. Now it wasn't ever crazy, but you could feel it. So just, it feels a lot different. It feels a lot stiffer. It feels more planted. It feels like it's putting the power to the ground. And I'm not just blowing smoke up y'all's ass. Like I am genuinely impressed. Again, guys, if y'all want one, we'll have them available on HoustonSpeedFreaks.com. As always, hope this video helps. Love y'all. Appreciate y'all. And until the next one.